We'll give it maybe one more minute. Alrighty, just gonna get things situated. Hey Sarah, hey. Yeah, leave me a little message if you're just logging in. If you do have a yoga block, cool. If not, a book of sorts or really anything. I've seen a lot of people getting creative using their pets, using the back of their dog as a prop. But we will be starting today with our loving kindness meditation. And we did do this last week as well. And I think I'll keep this going every Monday. It's really important as a collective to send out this energy, and also for ourselves to gain that extra little bit of clarity and security in our own practice and just given everything that's going on. So take a moment to find a comfortable seat of your choice, whether that's propped up on a block like I am or cross-legged. And if you prefer to come onto your back, by all means, go there. And then some options today based on whatever it is you need. For more connection to your own self, placing one hand on your belly, one on your heart. If you're seeking more openness, whatever that means to you, letting your hands fall on your lap with the palms facing up. And then knowing that you can choose anything in between. And then let the eyes close or be heavy. And tune in to the rhythm of your breath. I'm just noticing the rhythm that's already there within you. And maybe as this experience has continued to move, almost like a little wave of emotion or wave of life, maybe you've been able to notice how your breath has changed, how the quality of your breath might be changing, and how powerful the breath is at kind of calming the mind. And we'll go ahead and start our metta, our loving kindness meditation, by sending this to ourselves. So you can repeat these after me, either out loud to yourself or in your head. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live free and at ease. And then bringing into your mind the whole collective, all beings, all humans, your friends, your family, your loved ones, even those people who may have in the past rubbed you the wrong way, whatever that might have been. We're going to include all humans in this next round of metta. So we say together, may all beings be safe. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings live free and at ease. And together, take a deep inhale through the nose. Opening the mouth with a sigh. Let's take another cleansing breath like that. Inhale, fill up the lungs all the way. Fill it up and hold. And then let it go, open the mouth. We'll slowly transition onto our hands and knees, coming into that tabletop position with your fingers spread nice and wide, pressing firmly into the palms. As you find your tabletop, let's bring the big toes together and the knees will track wide, coming into a child's pose. We'll take a few deep breaths in child's pose, filling up the lungs all the way. And then opening the mouth, let it out. Then taking another breath. And a big sigh. Another breath or two here. And then bringing it back up onto your hands and knees. Find your way to table. And then just start moving through your organic spinal waves, cat-cow, just something to move around the spine. I like to kind of make some little circles from time to time. And then if one place is feeling really good, let yourself stay there for a moment. Take a few more little wiggles of the body. And we'll step both feet to the back of the mat, coming into your high plank, top of a push-up. And then letting the hips go all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Then pedaling out the feet one at a time. If your body isn't feeling down dog today for whatever reason, you can come into puppy pose, dropping onto your knees. The upper body actually remains the same. So giving yourself all the permission that you need to take this practice wherever you want to go. So a few more little wiggles in your down dog. Start to take a walk all the way up towards the front edge of your mat. Let's find a forward fold. I'm going to remove my necklace. With your hands on the mat or coming onto your shins, take an inhale, lift halfway, flat back. Hey, Lindsay. Exhale, forward fold. Another like that. Use the breath. Your inhale will lift the heart forward. And exhale, fold down over the legs. One more like that. Inhale, lift. We'll pause here. Let your hands slide up towards your thighs. And then roll your shoulders back, hugging your low ribs and belly in. And then releasing the arms out wall to wall like you're going to fly off of a cliff. Kind of looking forward, squeezing the shoulder blades together, opening up the heart space. Take another inhale and exhale, fold back down. Let the head and neck shake out a little bit. And again, on an inhale, lift halfway, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. This time, rise all the way up to stands. Take a big stretch up, maybe arch back. Exhale, fold back down over the legs. Inhale, long spine, flat back. Exhale, fold. Keep your right foot where it is. Step the left foot all the way back. Find your low lunge. This might be a great time to reach for any props if you have them. Otherwise, you can keep the fingertips down and just opening up through the hips here. Start to find some engagement through the legs, hugging the inner thighs towards each other. And then start to reach the fingertips high, coming into your crescent. Dropping into the front knee, lifting up through the tips of the fingers. And exhale, hands come down, step up, forward fold, top of the mat. As you inhale, lift your heart flat back. Exhale, fold back down. Step the right foot all the way back, low lunge, second side. Noticing any sensation you're experiencing in the hips today. And then finding your engagement through your base, your foundation. So starting at the feet, hugging the legs in, and then pulling all this energy up through the pelvis into the low belly. Fingertips go all the way up. Option again to shine the heart up, take a little back bend. And exhale, hands down. This time we'll step back, lower all the way to your belly. Untucking the toes. And then coming up onto forearms into a Sphinx pose. So the palms again are spreading, all the fingers wide and apart. Untucking the toes and then pressing down through the tops of the feet. And the action here is almost like a heart pulling forward and then up. Lifting through the heart. Take one more big breath here. Then release the chest down. Hands will come alongside the ribs. Toes will tuck under, and then press your way all the way up and back, downward facing dog. On an inhale, lift your right leg up behind you, and then roll open through the hips. Let your right knee bend. Inhale, straighten the right leg, squaring off the hips. Exhale, step forward, open yourself wide, warrior two. My favorite pose. And then notice some strength here. Take a moment to close your eyes. Channel that inner warrior. And then stay here. Letting your right knee peel back towards the pinky toe edge of your foot. Flipping the right palm, inhale, reach back, peaceful. Start to straighten the right leg. Keep reaching back. Maybe your left hand finds your left hip. We're gonna reach up and all the way forward and eventually into triangle pose, Trikonasana. You can leave the left hand on the hip if you'd like, or extend fingertips up towards the ceiling. Notice the breath. One more inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Straighten the right leg again and sweep the hands up. Exhale, warrior two. Flip your front palm, reach all the way back, peaceful warrior. And then bring the hands all the way down. You can move through a little vinyasa here, or not. Maybe today, child's pose or down dog is exactly what your body's needing. We'll meet up in downward facing dog. On an inhale, left leg up and open it wide. Rolling open through the hips. Use an inhale to straighten the left leg. Exhale to step it forward. And then open wide, warrior two. I'm going to switch my sides so you can see me. So left toes at 12 o'clock. Right foot parallel to the back edge of your mat, and then drop in. See if you can bring your left thigh parallel to the mat, stacking knee over ankle. Flipping the left palm, inhale, reach back, peaceful. Straightening the left leg, reach back another inch. And then reach forward, and then all the way down, Trikonasana, triangle pose your way. We'll stay here for a few breaths. You can shift your gaze up towards the right thumb. Take another inhale. Exhale, warrior two, nice and strong. Flipping the front palm, inhale, reach back. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, the left leg straightens, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. This time, straighten the left leg, parallel the feet, and let your hands find your hips. Roll the shoulders back. And then hinging from your waist, start to fold all the way down. As you find your fold, let the hands come down to your mat or the floor, and then walk both hands over towards the left ankle or shin. And then walk the hands back to center. Reach the fingertips forward. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hands over to the right shin or ankle. And all the way back through center. Then we'll place the hands roughly underneath the face here. The legs again hug energetically in towards each other. We'll come into a twist. Keep your right palm or fingertips down. Left hand will sweep all the way to the ceiling, or left hand to left hip. Keep pressing back through the tailbone, hugging in through the belly. And exhale, left hand comes down. Inhale, the right hand sweeps all the way up, twisting open, or right hand again finds your hip. Another big breath. And exhale, bring it back. Release the neck and head. We're gonna walk the hands back behind us, almost like pulling yourself together a little bit more. Letting the crown of your head reach for the floor. It may never touch, that's not the point, it's okay. Again, going for some sensation here and continuing to notice the breath. Walk the hands back underneath the face. And then shimmy your way around into a low lunge, front of the mat. Step back, high plank. Pause. You gotta get just a little bit of core. Right? Lift the right toes up off the mat. And then bring your right knee into your right elbow. And then drag it over to the left. Back to the right. Into center, and then press it back. Left toes lift. Left knee, left elbow. Drag it over to the right. Back to the left. Into center. Press it back. Rock forward, lower all the way down. We'll meet in Sphinx. We've been here before. Coming up onto the forearms. Engaging through the legs and pulling the heart forward and then up. So for this one, we're going to take our right arm and bring it parallel to the front edge of the mat. So you're going to want to keep your legs mostly hugging in towards each other and go ahead and bend your left knee. Take your left hand, reaching back for the left foot. And even if your foot and hand don't meet and it's more like a this, let that be enough and let yourself open through the heart. Keep hugging the legs in towards each other. And then for some additional sensation, almost pressing your pubic bone down into the mat. Take another breath. Release the left foot. We'll switch sides. So left arm to the front of your mat. Hug those inner thighs in as you bend the right knee. Reach back, grabbing for the foot. And if your right knee starts to wing out to the right, hug it back in towards the midline of your mat. One more full breath. And then release. Right from here, we're going to flip-flop onto our backs. When you find your way onto your back, hug the knees up and into the chest for a moment. Take a few breaths here, giving yourself the biggest hug, as if you haven't hugged anybody in 3 weeks. Maybe you haven't. So give yourself some really, really big, deep hugging love right here. And keep your right knee hugging in. Let the left leg come out long, but keep it up off of the mat. So press the left foot forward as you hug your right knee up and in. And then lift the left leg up a few inches. And then a few more. And a few more. And then slowly lower it back down to the hover. Right, so we're getting into some parts of our abdominals. Even though you might be laying there like, why is this happening? Nothing's feeling any certain way. I don't feel anything. If you place your hand down at your belly, you might notice a little firmness. And if not, start hugging your belly button down towards the spine and lift the leg a little bit more. Go ahead, switch your sides. Left knee hugs in, right leg comes down to the hover. Press the foot forward. If you were in my class yesterday, we did something similar to this. And then lift your right foot up a few inches. Keep pressing out through the right heel. So engaging the feet too will also help engage that low belly. And then lift a little bit more. A little bit more. Slowly, slowly on an exhale, lower back to the hover, pausing in center. And then both knees up and into your chest. Keeping your knees bent. Allow the feet to come down to the mat. We'll set up our bridge pose. Actually, let's do some bridge pulses today. So we're gonna do this. So we're gonna come into our T-Rex arms, feet planted on the floor. Use your breath here, yogis. We'll take 10 of these. So inhale, lift the hips, and exhale, lower down. Right, so keep going. Your inhale will press them up, and exhale to lower. Keep going. This is 3 and 4. Press up, squeeze the glutes. And 5. We don't really get tons of glute work, really, because usually in our bridge pose, we're keeping our glutes a little bit looser. But for this one, I'm gonna let you guys squeeze the glutes. Take a few more here, guys. And if you want, you can lift the hips and stay up in your bridge. One more full breath, whatever it is you're doing, and slowly lower all the way down. Bring the soles of your feet together. Allow the knees to fall open. Supta Baddha Konasana. Let's reach the arms up and overhead. Interlacing all the fingers together except for the pointer fingers. Then we're going to add in a little side bend over to the right. Take some deep breaths into your left side body. And then come back through center, and then let things go over to the left. All the way back to center. Release the grip on the fingers, reach back. And then close the knees and again, hug them in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. And we're gonna start to rock and roll forward and backwards. This is my favorite playful thing in all of yoga. Come all the way up into seated. As you find your way to seated, let your right leg come long. Left foot is going to find the inner right thigh. We're going to sit up a little bit taller here, lengthening through the spine. Hinging from the waist, coming into a fold. Let the hands find something. If it's not your foot, maybe the floor, your shin, blocks. And then slowly start to lift up. We're going to take that left foot and cross it over the right thigh. And then squeeze in through your right thigh, or your left thigh, I'm sorry. Hugging it in, hug it deeply into the chest. You can take a little twist here, letting your left hand come behind you, shifting your gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale, sit up taller. Exhale, twist deeper. Slowly start to come back through center. Left leg will come long. And then switching your sides. So right foot comes to the inner edge of the left thigh. Start to hinge forward when you're ready. Folding on down. We'll hang for a couple of breaths here. Gently lifting back up, crossing the right foot over your left thigh, giving it a nice hug up and in, and then right hand comes behind you, take your twist, looking over the right shoulder. Inhale, sit up taller. Exhale, twist in. Slowly unwind. Right leg extends. Feet come together. Last fold. I like to take my hands, wrap them around the toes, and then I'm going to lift up here. So option is to stay lifted through the spine or start to hinge forward. Yogi's choice. I'm going to stay lifted here, but you do whatever it is that your body is calling for in this moment. Take a few more rounds of breath in and out through the nose. And slowly, if you folded forward, start to lift yourself up, closing the knees like a book, and then starting to lower back down to the mat. With the knees bent, let them sway like a little windshield wiper side to side. And then next time they come to the left, keep them there. Let them fall all the way to the left. Option to shift your gaze over the right shoulder. And if you want, you can bring your arms out like a big T, wall to wall. And then listen up, we're going to take our right hand and bring it all the way over to the left hand, reaching beyond the left fingertips. And then opening back up, so peeling everything back open. Then allow the knees to come back to center. Let them fall over to the right. You can keep your arms in that big T. We'll take the left hand, lift it up, and bring it all the way over to the right hand, reaching past the right fingertips, and then peeling the chest back open, grounding down through the left shoulder. And then back to center. Knees into chest, one happy baby, just neutralizing for a moment. Taking any final wiggles or movements that you might want before we lay with our breath in a quick moment to retreat into Shavasana. Shavasana can be laying on your back, on your side, on your belly, or lifting up into your comfortable seat. So settling in for a few moments to disconnect and breathe. We'll take 3 nice, deep cleansing breaths together. So in your own time, sip in as much air as you can through the nose. And then open your mouth, let it out any way you'd like. And again, inhale, filling it up. Exhale, empty. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Bring a little bit of movement into the body. If you're on your back, start to bend the knees, roll over to your right side. Take a moment here to honor yourself with compassion and gratitude and love, knowing that we're all doing our very best in this moment. Whatever that looks like, feels like, it's going to be different for all of us. Slowly press your way up to a comfortable seat. Bringing the palms together, allow your thumbs to rest into your heart, lifting your heart up. Thank you so much for joining this afternoon, for taking this time out of your day to move your mind a little bit, move your body a little bit, and maybe gain a little bit of clarity. It's through these moments that I feel even more connected to you and to our community. So thank you so much. It means so, so much to me. And with that, I'll leave you with a nice big namaste. Have an absolutely beautiful rest of your day. You can catch me here again Wednesday morning at 7:30 a.m. and then again Friday at noon. We'll talk soon. Take care.